Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and I'm back with more Final Fantasy VII. So just, for the most part, I just got out of Cosmo Canyon, having to deal with a little bit of a, I guess you want to call it a side quest with involving Nanaki and learning the truth of his father. But, and I guess also kind of a crash course in planetology, for the most part, and kind of understanding that the Mako energy that we've taken for granted that we've been using has kind of been sucking up the actual life force of the planet itself, and it seems like in time it will eventually fade away. And I guess mostly the planet will eventually die. But anyway, I'm having to go up north so I can continue with my journey. Still having to deal with these enemies here. Sand shot. Rise and fall. Somersault. Okay, actually, I forgot to take away the puppet materia. Okay, switch back to Barrett. Cover and long range. Assess, fire to magnify, revival. Bulletproof vest, power wrist guards. Guess I'll go back to Talisman. Okay. I'm gonna remove cleansing. To give her the puppet materia. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Starting to see kind of different enemies on the field. Welcome to Nibelheim. What the? Shouldn't this all be burned down? It should. Then how? Even my house is still here. The hell's going on? You sure you didn't just dream it all it happened? I didn't make anything up. I remember it all. The roaring of the flames. So somehow Nibelheim has been completely built. Almost back to normal, I guess. Although granted, I remember in Rebirth, they did rebuild. It was Shinra who ended up rebuilding Nibelheim. But at the same time, though, they kind of somewhat acknowledged that Nibelheim, then at that point, the rebuilt Nibelheim was more of a, I guess it was more of like a medical testing facility, or testing town, I guess, to kind of heal some of the people within the area. So it wasn't just like a cover-up or anything like that. As opposed to here in this game, this original game, we find out that this is all just a cover-up, that Shinra was just trying to cover up the events that happened back then. I've got a question for you. This village is supposed to have burned down 5 years ago. What the hell's going on? Sir, I can't allow you to say such queer things. I was born and raised in this town. I can assure you no such incident ever occurred. I'm sorry, but you're lying. What rudeness. If you insist on saying such preposterous things, I have no choice but to ask you to leave. I guess so. A man in a black cloak? He's got a 6 tattoo on him. There's something in his hand. Luck plus. Reunion must go. Well, might as well take that luck plus. It's like everything is just back to the way it was. I can buy potions and high potions. Phoenix Downs, I guess. Nice town we got here, huh? We've been running this store for ages. You're lying. Do you have some kind of history with this town? Yeah, I was born and raised here. Stayed till I was 14 years old, and I don't remember ever seeing you around. Now who's lying? He's got a 12 tattoo on him. There's something in his hand. Elixir. Can you hear it? The voice of Sephiroth. My old home. Can I help you? Help me wrap my head around this. I lived in this house till I was 14 years old. But more importantly, why isn't this whole village a pile of ash? What a ridiculous thing to say. Get out of here and don't come back. If it isn't Zangan, what the heck? That can't be. This is kind of new. Master Zangan. Tifa, It looks like you've all recovered now. I could have sworn you were a goner back then. I can't recall what happened that time. All I remember is chasing Dad into the Mako reactor, and then I got slashed by Sephiroth. That's where my memory stops. The next thing I knew, I was in the hospital in Midgar. So you don't remember how you got there? Well, what happened next? After I left the hospital, I started working at a bar called Seventh Heaven. But pretty soon the bar's owner passed away and I took charge of it. Around that time, I had a conversation with someone that really moved me, and I ended up joining this organization. A certain person from a certain organization. Huh. I guess growing up means having more things to hide. But what really matters is you're doing well. The person who saved me back then, well, was it you, Master? I'm not sure saved is the right word. I was asleep at the inn when it all happened. I woke up from the noise and the heat and saw the village in a sea of flames. I went from house to house trying to rescue the villagers, but it was no good. So, that really did happen, didn't it? This place, everything is just as it was before the incident. I wonder if it maybe never happened at all. But I knew that it couldn't be, so I did a little investigating. Did anything turn up? It was all Shinra's doing. They've rebuilt this village to look the same as it used to. They even went to the trouble of filling in with residents. But why would they? It must have been a tremendously important secret they're keeping here. So, well, actually, yeah. I guess at the time they had housed the life form Genova, and then also the whole. Well, they had that, and then they have the whole Shinra Manor. The whole stuff in the Shinra Manor with Cloud and Zack being tested, and then not to mention Midgar's greatest hero, Sephiroth, ended up betraying everyone. So, of course, they were trying to hide everything. So, Shinra did it to protect their secret. I don't see why they had to go to those lengths. They could have just sent their troops in and scorched the village. That would have erased any evidence. But something like that would have raised too many eyebrows. Shinra must have wanted to avoid even the merest hint of suspicion. All the town's real inhabitants died, after all. But what happens when people who were born here came back to visit? It seems like a few did, and they were killed. You see that thuggish-looking group prowling around, haven't you? What is it they're trying so hard to hide? That, I'm afraid I cannot say. With Shinra, there's no telling what sorts of horrid things they want buried. Some of those strange people in black clothes are loitering around the old manor on the edge of town. Perhaps a clue lies there. Tifa, I've grown old over these past 5 years. I can't claim to be the martial artist I once was. But you, even after the hardships you've endured, you look sharper than you ever were. Dark times lie ahead, so never forget the core tenets of my Zangan-style martial arts. You have so much more potential to grow, and when the time is right, you'll be ready for your final lesson I've prepared for you. Well, I'll be off lingering in a place like this is ill-advised. You take care now. Okay. I kind of wonder if I have to. Well, he said for Tifa's final lesson, which I'm kind of guessing it has to involve her final limit break, final heaven. But I kind of wonder if I have to encounter Zangan I'm just wondering. I mean, what we just witnessed here was, again, that was all cut content as well, because that never happened in the original game. At least I'm pretty sure that didn't happen in the original game. No good. Obtain luck plus again. Reunion. Union. No good. Have to get it, bring to Sephiroth. Only then become one with Sephiroth. This guy's got a number 5. He's got an 11 tattooed on him. Must go. Reunion. He's got a 4 tattooed on him. Platinum Fist. Where are you, Master Sephiroth? So got a new weapon. Platinum Fists. Well, it does slightly decrease my attack and my attack power and accuracy. Slight increase to a magic attack, but I guess I'll go with it. Play the piano. Let's see, how do I play this again? Okay. Not quite. Well, if I do this, if I play the piano in disc 2, I believe that's where they gave me the final heaven. He's calling. Sephiroth is calling. Spirit Plus. Master Sephiroth, he is near. Inside the manor, Master Sephiroth. Ooh, okay, welcome to the manor. I don't know if the code would be the same. Hojo's letter. I must eliminate all those who stand in the way of my research. That man from the Turks is no exception. I've made biological alterations to his body and put him to sleep in the basement. If you're interested, you can try to find him. Of course, this is nothing more than a game I've concocted to amuse myself. You have no obligation to participate. It looks like there's another page. Might as well read it. Turn the safe dial quickly and precisely. You only have 20 seconds. Moved it down even a little too far and you'll fail. Clues for the 4 numbers are as follows. And the top of the chest filled with the most oxygen. Okay. Behind the ivories lacking soul and raw. Okay. Find the creaky floorboards by the chair on the 2nd floor. From there, take 5 steps left, 9 steps up, and 2 steps left, and 6 steps up. That's gonna be an interesting one. Okay, so then what about number 4? This one's kind of crazy because there is number 4 right here. The 4th line reveals itself. The 4th number is right 97. Okay. So it sounds like... Well, yeah, I guess I am going to get hit with fights. Of course I am. Trying to get some kills here with Tifa. Actually, I could also get an enemy skill here too as well. Not curse. Dorky breath. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Ow. Holy shoot. Barrett, stop shooting me. $26 at least. Yep, okay. Still the same enemies. Okay. 59 is number 3. Magic plus. Okay, yeah, this is the enemy that I need to manipulate. If I can manipulate. Come on. Well, I did learn something. Not exactly what I was going for. I don't want to use the limit break yet. Come on, manipulate. Or at least attack Cloud. My manipulate is just not working. Man, if I could just get them to use the ability on Cloud, that'd be nice. Man, I just couldn't get to manipulate any of them. Right, so 59 and 97 are the last two. Barrage Blaster. Power unaffected by row. Actually gives me a good chunk. I'll go with it. Maybe give him MP and HP up so I can at least level it up a little bit. Okay. Something written on the back of the lid. 36. Mirage. Got healing and fire leveled up. The Sulfur Megaphone. Okay. Make a mad dash. Okay, what was it? 36, 10. And I forgot what the number 3 was. Twin Viper. Caught in the back attack. All right, so 36, 10. Still couldn't manipulate. Oh, thank you. Man, that took some time just to get that ability. Considering that the manipulate didn't even work too well. But it's just unknown. Damage to one enemy equal to the user's missing HP. Missing HP. So I guess. Okay, so I guess. Well, that. My question is that technically gravity damage then, or is that technically? Maybe it's like the difference between. My only guess is it could be the difference between your the max HP and then your current HP. That's the only thing I can think of. So I think it's 36, 10, 59, and 97, and that should be the combination. Finishing touch. So let's try this. It just blows them away. Although you have to keep in mind, I think that ability, the finishing touch, only works on weaker enemies. So unfortunately, it's not going to really work on like the bigger, stronger enemies, and especially not on bosses. I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's open it anyway. $36. And I just missed it. Darn. $36. 10. 59. 97. Code valid. And then, of course, you get thrown into a boss fight. Well, it was called Missing Number in the original game, but I guess they call it Forgotten Specimen. Of course I missed. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I guess depending, if you get, I think if you get his health down to halfway, depending on if that last move was a physical or a magic-based attack, it could be deadly. Is there anything to steal? Just kind of wondering. I'm just trying to build up my limit gauge. My limit breaks here. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Shoot, again? How about Blizzara? I was gonna just stick with magic attacks. Let's go. Yeah, meteor rain did help. And luckily... luckily I did manage to get Cosmo Memory, which was, well, it's Red 13's final limit break. I Obtained the key for the basement. Got the Odin material. How about we take a break? No! Get out of here. Somehow a back attack. Well, I'll go with it. Okay, let's go. Man, it just sucks that the step counter is just so low in this modded version. Oh, there's even bats in this one, huh? Deadly plunge. Welcome to the basement. Let's see. Who dares disturb my slumber? Well, Vincent Valentine. I don't know you. Please leave. Seems like you were having a pretty bad nightmare. It must have been an awful dream. One awful dream. If it is this long slumber, racked with nightmares by which I seek to atone. What are you talking about? I have nothing to say to strangers like you. Leave this place, now. This manor leads to nothing but nightmares. You can say that again. What do you know of it? Like you said, this mansion was the beginning of a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. Something real. Something terrible. The secrets Sephiroth uncovered here, they drove him to madness. Sephiroth. You know Sephiroth? You must tell me everything. Yada yada blah blah. Oh, this shot's different. And that's about it. So, just to be clear, 5 years ago, Sephiroth discovered the secret of his birth, of his creation through the Genova project. After that, he went missing, but just recently resurfaced. He's searching for the Promised Land, and has already taken numerous lives in the process. Right, now it's your turn to talk. I'm sorry, but I cannot. What a letdown. Your tale has only increased my burden. It seems I've one more sin to atone for. New nightmares no doubt await. I will abide them. Now, please leave. What a shock. One more time, man. You're still here. Who exactly are you? At least tell us your name. I used to work for Shinra Manufacturing. I was a member of the auditing department in the General Affairs Division. Yes. Surprisingly, Vincent Valentine was originally a member of the Turks. But that was a long time ago. Or I guess what was technically 50 years, something like that? Vincent of the Turks. That was me. A Turk? Ex-Turk. I have no connection to Shinra now. And you are? Cloud. Ex-soldier. So, you work for Shinra too. Then perhaps you know Lucrezia? Who? Lucrezia. Never heard of her. It was she who gave birth to Sephiroth. Gave birth? But I thought Genova was Sephiroth's mother. That's true, too, in a manner speaking. But the one who actually bore him was a beautiful woman. Her name was Lucrezia. She served as an assistant to Professor Gast, the lead researcher on the Genova project. Lucrezia, how beautiful she was. What are you saying? That they made her into some kind of guinea pig? I couldn't make them stop the experiment. I couldn't persuade her not to go through with it. That was my sin. I let the woman I loved, the woman I revered, suffer a terrible fate. And now you're sleeping to atone for it? That's kind of odd. Yeah, it kind of is odd. I know he has a lot of regret for not stopping what probably could have been... I mean, he could have probably stopped the experiments. He probably could have. But deep down, he just regretted not being able to do it. But it's just kind of odd that he's doing this. Just let me sleep. Oh, why am I still getting fights here? God. Especially right inside Vincent's little chamber. This yin and yang enemy is so weird. Well, that sucked. Just trying to... Oh my god, 25 points. Yang Snickers. Okay, can we just take this guy down already? Jesus. That was an unnecessarily long fight. Oh god. Surprised I kind of missed a few of them. Let's see, I think if I... Wait. If I go with you, will I be able to meet Hojo? Couldn't tell you, but we're chasing after him and Sephiroth, so sooner or later. Lucrezia. That settles it. That settles it then. I'm going with you. Huh? You're coming with us? I'm sure I can be of assistance. I am an ex-Turk, after all. Alright, fine by me. Get Vincent on your team. Okay, yeah, I guess... I switch out Barret for Vincent. For the time being. Well, he starts out with the Quicksilver weapon. Silver armlet. Maybe give him the headband. No materia, but I guess I can give him I guess I could give him poison, binding, gravity. And I guess befuddlement. Why not? Specimen B, code C. Someone used their nails to scratch something on the inside of the tube. We gotta escape. Specimen A, code Z. Feeding time. That's our chance. Sephiroth. Nostalgic being here again. By the way, you are going to join the reunion, are you not? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What reunion? Jenova's reunion. She will once again become whole and retake her place as the cataclysm from the stars. Jenova? A cataclysm from the stars? You mean all this time she wasn't an ancient? I see. It seems you aren't qualified to join us after all. But should you have an awakening, then you would do well to follow. I will head north from here beyond Mount Nibel. The reunion? A cataclysm from the stars? Ow! Subversion materia. Which will give me breach, dispel, and death. Honestly, kind of a set of materia I don't really use, but... Escapee report number 4. Subject B's whereabouts are currently unknown. However, Subject B exhibited advanced psychic disturbance. As such, it is our opinion that he will be posed no problem if left as is. We wait further instructions on the matter. Two individuals who escaped from the facility were discovered on the outskirts of Midgar. Subject A shot dead after resisting. Subject B escaped while Subject A was resisting. Did he technically escape? Condition at the time. Ex-soldier, no ID number. No effects from Mako irradiation or Jenova exhibited. General infantryman, Subject B. Extreme reaction to Jenova exhibited. Kind of sharing more details about the supposed escape from these characters. No, I'm not dealing with this one again. God, this battle took way too long to finish. I mean, the yin yang fight is not hard, but it's just so time consuming for no reason. Dang, Vince is already at 31. But you know what? I do like the fact that whenever you do get new characters, their levels do average out. Better than some RPGs where if you get new characters, they just start at level 1, no matter how far you're in the game. I've always hated that. Master Sephiroth gone away over the mountains. I guess past the mountains, huh? Can never have it easy, can I? Okay. Ugh. Could be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Just trying to make my way across. Whoa. God. It flies pretty fast. Let's go. All right, let's go with the Peacemaker. The game's starting to chug a little bit for some reason. Got the rune blade, which a little bit better. Got an extra slot at least. These things fly pretty fast. Galleon Beast. Use Vincent's first limit break. Well, the thing with Vincent's limit break, with Vince, by any of Vince's limit breaks is the thing is though you have no control over it once he transforms. I mean, the beast that he turns into does do a pretty good amount of damage, but I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, run away, run away. Okay. Trying to reach up top somewhere. I don't know where he's at. The platinum beret. The platinum beret? I think that's Red 13's weapon. course. The bridge has been rebuilt too. Oh, come on. Oh no, I gotta do it for all the characters. Come on, really? Alright, let's go. I'm getting so many limit break triggers with Tifa. Okay, well, I see a safe spot, I see an item. Got a magnify materia. Okay. I think I'm definitely gonna save right here. I'm just pretty much running out the clock, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Just trying to get through the rest of this mountain here, but not too far off. Alright guys, this is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.